Right now in 10 News this morning, a driver carjacked by a man holding a machete. Now the search is on for the suspect.
A shakeup for White House staff and another bombshell about Russia. Who's out and who's in Washington.
And we have a sunny Saturday in store for you. I'm tracking your forecast as well as a return of the humidity. 10 News starts right now.
Live from the Scripps Studios, this is 10 News.
Welcome back on this Saturday morning. We're on top of all the news you need to start your day. I'm Jim Patton.
I'm Mary McKenzie. We're glad you're back with us, and we'll start with weather. Did we just have a bug?
We did. I just saw it right behind you. Hey. The bug is gone, though, and you can see all of the clouds here. That was kind of odd. But the bug is gone. Good thing here. And right now, let's go ahead and take a look at your downtown sky count. We are dealing with some overcast skies right now to start off your Saturday. Right now, 71 degrees. Winds coming out of the southwest at 6 miles per hour. We are going to get lots of sunshine, though, later on in the day once we get past these morning clouds. Visibility has improved greatly since we started the show. Ramona not dealing with any issues anymore. It was down to about 1 mile earlier this morning. Now, if you are heading out to Comic-Con, this is what you can expect here for your different panels. About 76 degrees once the Simpson panel starts at noon, and then when the Marvel Studio panel takes over Hall H, about 75 and sunny. We'll have your full weather forecast when I come back, Jim.
Mel, thank you. Developing story, the search is on for a man who carjacked a driver in Mira Mesa, threatening him with a machete. Victim was sitting in his car on Caminito Manso near Hillary Drive yesterday morning when a man came up to his car. When the victim refused to hand over his tablet or the car, the man pulled out a machete and started swinging. Victim jumped out fast. The knife wielder got into the car, took off, hitting another parked car, and police found the car that he took abandoned less than a mile away.
Helping a local hero, a GoFundMe site has raised more than $16,000 to get some much-deserved help for a working mother of 7 who is recently homeless. MTS bus driver Aisha Booker came to the aid of an El Cajon police officer who was brutally beaten by a robbery suspect on Monday. Booker and her 7 children recently lost their home. Her kids have to sleep over with friends or family each night, and sometimes Booker sleeps in her car. It has been tough on her kids.
He told me one day, like, Mom, when are we going home? And I told him, well, Mommy ain't got no home right now.
The El Cajon Police Officers Association started this GoFundMe campaign for Booker. Now she's got money for rent, but she says it is tough getting landlords to rent to her because she has 7 children. If you're a landlord willing to help the family, please contact us at 10 News through our website. And if you'd like to donate, you can go to our website at 10news.com. Just look under the red TV button.
New this morning, the president speaking right now in Virginia, where the USS Gerald Ford is being commissioned. Let's listen in once again. Or he's not at the podium anymore, is he? All right, we just noticed that.
Just moments ago.
Just moments ago. Okay, it appears that he has just wrapped up his speech. So we're going to move on. Another bombshell at the White House. ABC's David Wright explains how they are handling it on top of all the major shakeup of the staff.
Trump's trip to the most advanced aircraft carrier ever built comes as the White House is eager to get back in fighting form. It's his second trip to the USS Gerald Ford. Back in March, he put on the presidential bomber jacket and ended up being bombarded himself.
When did you first learn that Sessions spoke to the Russian ambassador?
With questions about Attorney General Jeff Sessions' decision to recuse himself from investigations into Russia and the campaign. This week, Trump told the New York Times he would have picked somebody else had he known Sessions would recuse himself. Now, Sessions' own account of his contacts with the Russians is under fire. Despite his repeated denials,
I never had meetings with Russian operatives or Russian intermediaries about the Trump campaign.
The Washington Post reports that the Russian ambassador's own accounts of 2 meetings with Sessions contradict that. The phone calls, according to the Post, intercepted by U.S. intelligence agencies. One source tells ABC News the 2 did discuss foreign policy issues, but there was no discussion of Russian interference in the campaign. All of this on a day when the White House rolled out its new communications team. Businessman Anthony Scaramucci is in the top job. He wasn't always a fan of Trump's.
That's another hack politician.
You call Donald Trump a hack?
He's a hack politician.
Now singing a very different tune.
Mr. President, if you're listening, I personally apologize for the 50th time for saying that. I love the president.
Sarah Huckabee Sanders is the new White House press secretary. Outgoing press secretary Sean Spicer told Sean Hannity Trump didn't want him to quit.
He wanted to bring some new folks in to help rev up the communications operation. And after reflection, my decision was to recommend to the president that I give Anthony and Sarah a clean slate to start from.
And this morning, the president is taking issue with the newest allegations of his administration's ties to Russia. He sent out a series of tweets. This is one of them, saying a new intelligence leak from the Washington Post. These illegal leaks, like Comey's, must stop. Now, he also said that so many people are asking, why isn't the AG or special counsel looking at the many Hillary Clinton or Comey crimes? 33,000 emails deleted. Making a lot of opinions and expressions here on Twitter. Jim?
The new information, some residents in Mariposa County, where the Detwiler fire is still burning, returning home to absolute devastation here. Home after home on this stretch of road burned to the ground. Detwiler fire has now burned over 75,000 acres. National Weather Service says the fire is so intense it is sending smoke plumes all the way into the Sierra Nevada mountain range. In all, over 4,000 residents had to leave their homes. Some of them are able to return. The fire 30% contained right now.
New this morning, a shocking video posted on social media. A group of teens in Florida taunt a drowning man while filming his death from afar. Now police say those teens won't be criminally charged. In the more than 2-minute-long video, 5 teen boys can be heard laughing as they watch Jamal Dunn struggle to stay above the water in a pond. Instead of calling for help, the teens recorded it all on a cell phone, even telling Dunn that he was going to die. Public outrage has been growing since Dunn's sister asked people to share the video on Facebook, hoping that the teens would be held accountable.
I looked at it a few times and my thoughts were just like, how could someone be so cruel and senseless and cold-hearted to sit there and record someone die?
Initially, a Florida police chief recommended the teens be charged with a misdemeanor for failing to report a death. But Florida currently doesn't have a law where citizens have to get help for people in distress. Therefore, no charges will be brought.
Only on 10 News, a local dog owner comes home to find a horrifying sight. Her 2 golden retrievers, faces swollen from rattlesnake bites. 4-year-old Gracie and her mother, 9-year-old Sadie, were together when Darlene Sweetwood returned to her Rancho San Diego home Tuesday night after a short shopping trip.
Out here, Gracie was standing here and her face was swollen. And then I called for her mom and she came around the corner and her face was swollen. You're in shock first and you're just kind of working on instinct and what to do, and you just do it.
Sweetwood immediately raced the dog to the vet. Both received an anti-venom, but Sadie did not survive. She was more vulnerable because she had been bitten before. Across the county, Animal Services says rattlesnake calls have jumped significantly this year.
A recall alert. It's a teething toy to tell you about. It's being recalled because of a choking hazard. Take a look. This is the Winkle Color Burst toy. It's made by the Manhattan Toy Company. And there have been at least 4 reports of those little plastic tubes breaking, releasing the little rattle beads contained inside. Thankfully, no one has been hurt. The toy was sold at stores nationwide and online from May 2015 to September 2016. It was about a $15 toy. I know I had one of these at home when our daughter was a baby. So
yeah, popular toy, and
yep.
you can see just by the way it's made that kids would be tempted to pull on it and want to tear it apart.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the top horse in the world right here in Del Mar this morning, and he will put a 7-race winning streak on the line later today.
10 News reporter Jessica Chen is live at the track with all of the excitement. So he'll be racing later on today, it sounds like, right, Jess?
That's right, and a lot of people are really looking forward to this. And right now, we're at the grandstand. We're watching some of the horses exercise this morning. But right now, I'm joined by Joe. He's president of the racetrack. Good morning.
Good morning.
So what are we seeing here right now?
Well, we're seeing about 1,800 head of horses come out here. They do every morning and gallop around. Some put in hard work, some just gallop, some just mosey. But everybody likes to get out here in the morning. And so, especially one nice looking horse out there, Arrogate, yeah. He's here, the most winningest horse, most money ever, probably the best horse in the world right now.
And what are some, interesting tidbits about him? You mentioned he's fairly young.
Well, it's not that he's young, it's just the fact that he kind of did all that $17 million worth of purse winnings within kind of a year span. So, it's really got everybody's attention. He went back to Saratoga last summer and just blew the socks off everybody back there. And then he's just kept going, winning the Dubai Cup, and he won the big race at Breeders' Cup, the big classic last November. And he won a $12 million race, and I mean it's incredible. And he just does it so easily, And so he's going to be racing here. This will kind of be a warm-up race for him. They go to our $1 million race here, and then to the big race in November, the Breeders' Cup.
All right, thank you so much, Joe. And again, he will be racing this afternoon, and of course, a lot of people really looking forward to seeing him here in Del Mar. Jessica Chen, 10 News.
Weather Rate certified San Diego's most accurate forecast. This is 10 News Pinpoint Weather. For great rates and a better banking experience, visit missionfed.com today.
So the stronger the horse, obviously the odds in terms of what you get on a payback on a bet are less.
Sure.
But if this horse is such a sure deal, it sure is tempting. Take your $5 and at least say walk away with 7.
At least say you did.
Yeah.
At least say you bet on.
I know, and I have to make my way out there, hopefully this season. And if you are heading out to Del Mar, well, we're dealing with some overcast skies this morning. Let me go ahead right now, bring you to La Jolla. Well, this isn't Del Mar, but it might as well be, because a lot of areas along our coast dealing with some of that cloud cover, some of the patchy fog, but we are going to get sunshine later on this morning. There you can see some of the buildings in La Jolla. Right now, our current conditions, 90 already in the desert. Ramona, you are at 66. Carlsbad, 68, and La Jolla, where we showed you that live shot, 68 as well. We do have high pressure keeping things warmer for today, but we have an easterly flow heading our way. So along with that, we are going to once again have that higher humidity. That's going to come next week. So actually starting Sunday night, with that, we're also getting that increased moisture and a chance for showers, mostly in our desert and mountain areas. So about a 20% chance here over the next few days. However, we can't rule out a stray shower or two west of the mountains. Definitely something the 10 News Pinpoint Weather team will continue to watch. Forecast highs for today, triple digits there in the deserts. Julian 88 degrees, Poway 86, and there in Coronado 75 degrees. Our 7-day forecast here, so it'll be comfortable along the coast. We will be in the 70s, and then we have that humidity kicking in, so it's going to feel warmer than the upper 70s. Our inland communities, we will be in the 80s there pretty much throughout the week with that humidity as well. And then our mountains and our deserts, we're watching for that chance of showers and thunderstorms.
So enjoy the respite and get ready to get hot again.
Yeah,
with
it's sticky weather. I know it's uncomfortable outside, but we can get through it.
All right.
Power through, people of San Diego. Power through. All right, Melissa, thank you.